Hello, I'm Theodore Parker, and this is the Sideshow. Today is Monday, August 1st, into a brand new month. Excuse me. And just coming out of the last weekend in July. Still talking about COVID mask and monkeypox. If you might remember, monkeypox has been declared a uh, endemic by the World Health Organization. So you might want to bear that in mind. I've already passed the word that in states where monkeypox has been identified, there is a vaccine available. For all you hardworking people traveling back and forth, gas is down approximately 80% since June, 80 cents since June. And of various items in the news, I have checked this one, these few here. It's around 73 degrees here where I'm at, going up to 88. Probably have showers and rain later on in the week towards the weekend. Here in Kentucky, it's probably on the news in your area that there's been flooding in eastern Kentucky. That is true. The governor has been on the TV giving updates. Originally, at the time, the first announcements were that there were 8 deaths. Since then, over the weekend, as of yesterday, that number is going up to 25. And if you are fortunate enough not to live in an area where flooding takes place, just to add a little clarity, when it's flooding of this nature, usually it's water up to the rooftops. So that means there's no municipal services and water everywhere, but not a drop to be had. So the governor's pretty emotional about it. You know, he's trying to move the necessary services forward to get people out of those areas. I think it may be approximately 10 counties in eastern Kentucky that are affected by this flooding situation. Speaking of Kentucky again, last week they had the Peach Jam, which is a basketball tournament. And one of the participants there was 5-star wing forward Justin Edwards. He made highlight reels with a left-handed dunk. Seems like a la Michael Jordan, but I won't just go too far. But it was enough for Calipari to go nuts. Speaking of Kentucky and Big Blue Nation and men's basketball, they will be hosting an open practice on Tuesday at 5 p.m. at Rump Arena. This is to benefit and add support and aid to those flood victims in eastern Kentucky. As you know, Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas, has continued to be in the news, you know, following investigations and reports and information coming in. Recently, the House of Representatives passed a ban on semi-automatic rifles and handguns. During this session, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was standing near one of the advertisements for promoting an automatic rifle for children called a JR-15. During the time that the session was going on, reviewing this bill for the banning of semi-automatic rifles and handguns, Marjorie Taylor Greene went on Twitter and said that these JR-15s was exactly what the children in Uvalde needed to defend themselves from the maniac attacker that ended up killing so many in the mass shootings. To which Nancy Pelosi said, "That's disgusting." And There it is. Nancy Pelosi anticipates going outside the country to visit some Asian countries. Um, there is a necessary degree of caution. You know, Taiwan has been under discussion as to whether she will or will not visit them. And I've already stated that Taiwan is our largest supplier of chips, which is probably reflected in the stock market and the tech world because there has been a supply constraints. So you can't sell what you don't have. But getting back to that, by way of explanation, Nancy Pelosi is third on the list if something, and I'm not wishing anything bad on the president or the vice president, but if something were to happen to them where they would become incapacitated, you know, hospitalized or whatever, not incapacitated to serve, then she would be the one to step in and quote unquote run the country. So there you have it. Russia-Ukraine war. Again, sad notes, but, you know, the only thing I can probably say about this is with Russia's attitude, you know, I'm going to say this up front. There are rules of war, as, you know, unimaginable as it might seem, there are rules of war. So now it has surfaced in the news, and I do take some consideration for the reporters that have to report on these things, the journalists have to report on these things because I'm getting it from them. So there was a group of men hired by Russia who were capturing Ukrainian soldiers, and there surfaced a video of these men castrating a Ukrainian soldier. Then they killed him, all on video, and tied him by his neck to the back of a truck and drove off with him. Next, Ukrainian government called for an investigation on their prisoners in Russia, in a Russian prison camp. Red Cross was going to investigate, but before they could investigate, Russia bombed the camp. So they're not leaving very much to the imagination. The men that were in the video dealing with the castration, it has investigation been confirmed that it was not something that was manipulated, but most probably was a fact. So I would presume that they are looking for those men if they have not found them already. On the upside, the first ship has left Odessa port carrying grain. Shakira, Hips Don't Lie, is involved in a tax lawsuit in Spain. It seems that in 2013, 2014, she lived there, but she did not pay taxes to the tune of $14.5 million. Her explanation was that she was not living there. But facts show that she was there long enough to buy a house. Her son was born there, and they are calling for taxes. A man accused of stealing a Dolphin jersey appears in court wearing the jersey. Now, this one I did not read because I just took it for granted from the headline that hopefully he was appearing in court with the receipt for where he purchased the jersey, even if it was a one-of-a-kind edition, because I think that's kind of bold. Passing of two icons, Nichelle Nichols from Star Trek, probably the original episodes, has passed away at age 89. She was a star in that series, Also, she recruited for NASA for many years, and she was involved or a part of the first interracial kiss broadcast on TV. Michelle Nichols passes away at 89. A statement was given by her son to the press. Bill Russell, age 88, passes away on Sunday. Do have a little more information about that. William Fenton Russell died Sunday with his wife Janine at his side. He was 88. The greatest winner in professional sports. Russell's 11 championships in 13 seasons is a mark unlikely to ever be matched. Had a career that included 12 All-Star appearances and an Olympic gold medal in 1956. He was best in the biggest moments. In 30 elimination games at the college, pro, and Olympic levels, Russell was a staggering 28-2. In 2010, he received a Congressional Medal of Honor from President Obama. Part of the family statement reads, "And we hope each of us can find a new way to act or speak up with Bill's uncompromising, dignified, and always constructive commitment to principle. That would be one last and lasting win for our beloved number 6. Monday, August 1st, brand new month. Children going back to school. DC says that all children at the age of 12 and above should be vaccinated before they come in. First day of August, 2022. That's it. Hashtag.